The History of Kamala Harris by Jeffrey B. Higginbotham. Major General, USMC, retired. Kamala Harris's father was an avowed Marxist professor in the economics department at Stanford University in Palo Alto, California. Both of Harris's parents were active in the Berkeley-based Afro-American Association. Fidel Castro and Che Guevara were celebrated heroes of the association. The group's leader, Donald Worden, aka Khalid al-Mansour, mentored two young Afro-American Association members, Huey Newton and Bobby Seale. They created the Maoist-inspired Black Panther Party, which gained strong support from Communist China. The Black Panther Party served as the model for creation of the Black Lives Matter Marxist organization. Khalid al-Mansour subsequently went on to arrange financing and facilitated for Barack Hussein Obama to be accepted as a student to matriculate at Harvard Law School. Following her graduation from college, Harris returned to California and subsequently became the mistress of the 60-year-old married Speaker of the California Assembly, Willie Brown, Jr. Brown's political campaigns were supported and funded by Dr. Carlton Goodlett, the owner of The Sun Reporter and several other pro-communist newspapers. Brown was elected as mayor of San Francisco and strongly endorsed Harris's Marxist political philosophy. He guided Harris's political rise in California politics, leading to her election as California's Attorney General. Willie Brown, Jr. was a well-known longtime communist sympathizer. Willie Brown, Jr. was initially elected to public office with the substantial help of the Communist Party USA. Today, Willie Brown is widely regarded as one of the Chinese Communist Party's best friends in the San Francisco Bay Area. While serving as San Francisco District Attorney, Kamala Harris mentored a young San Francisco radical Maoist activist, Latifah Simon, who was a member of the Storm Revolutionary Movement. Simon currently chairs the Bay Area Rapid Transit BART board. Simon has always been close friends with the founder of Black Lives Matter Marxist domestic terrorists, Alicia Garza, as well as Storm member and avowed communist Van Jones. Harris has been openly and aggressively supporting Black Lives Matter Marxists. Kamala Harris is still closely associated with Maoist Latifah Simon and Marxist Alicia Garza. Kamala Harris's sister Maya Harris was a student activist at Stanford University. She was closely associated with Steve Phillips, one of the leading Marxist-Leninists on campus, and a longtime affiliate with the League of Revolutionary Struggle, a pro-Chinese communist group. Phillips came out of the left, and in college he studied Marx, Mao, and Lenin, and maintained close associations with fellow communists. Phillips married into the multi-billion-dollar Sandler family of the Golden West savings and loan fortune. He funded many leftist political campaigns and voter registration drives in the southern and southwestern states in order to help his friend, Barack Hussein Obama, defeat Hillary Clinton. Phillips has been a major financial sponsor for Kamala Harris's political campaigns for various California elective offices, plus Cory Booker, Andrew Gillum, Stacey Abrams, to name a few. Harris's husband, Doug Emhoff, works for the law firm DLA Piper, which boasts nearly 30 years of experience in Communist China with over 140 lawyers dedicated to its Communist China Investment Services branch. He was just appointed professor at Yale to school future lawyers in the fine points of communism. When she was elected to the U.S. Senate, Kamala Harris appointed a pro-communist Senate Chief of Staff, Karine Jean-Pierre. Jean-Pierre was active with the New York-based Haiti Support Network. The organization worked closely with the pro-communist China Communist North Korea Workers' World Party and supported Jean-Bertrand Aristide, the far-left communist former president of Haiti, and the radical Lavalas movement. Fortunately for Harris, but potentially disastrous for the Republic, elected office holders are not subject to the security clearance process. If the FBI did a background investigation on Kamala Harris, she never would have passed because of her 40-year close ties with Marxists, communists, Maoists, and Communist China. Harris would never have been approved for acceptance to any of the 5 military service academies, been appointed to a U.S. government sub-cabinet position, or would have been approved to fill a sensitive position for a high-security defense contractor. Yet, since Joe Biden was elected, Harris could be a heartbeat away from being president. The U.S. constitutional republic is being threatened by the People's Republic of Communist China, PPC, externally, and by their very active espionage operations within the United States. The People's Republic of Communist China, PPC, with 1.4 billion people, is governed by the 90 million-member Chinese Communist Party, CCP, that has been working with Russia to destroy the U.S. constitutional republic for over 70 years. If the American voters read the background information in Trevor Loudon's article on Kamala Harris, they would never support her election as Vice President of the United States. Joe Biden is suffering from the early onset of dementia and will continue to decline in cerebral awareness. He will never be able to fill out a 4-year term of office. Since Biden was elected, the socialists, Marxists, and communists who control Kamala Harris are planning to enact provisions of the 25th Amendment in order to remove Joe Biden from office, so Harris can become the first communist president of the United States. Since Biden was elected because Biden would not be up to it, Kamala Harris would lead the effort to appoint very dangerous anti-American leftist, communist, socialists, and Marxists to fill highly sensitive positions in the Washington deep state bureaucracy. She would fill all appointive positions in the U.S. intelligence agencies, in the Department of Homeland Security, in the Department of Defense, in the Justice Department, the Department of State, the FBI, the CIA, most cabinet positions, the National Security Council, and in the White House staff. American voters must alert their fellow Americans that Kamala Harris is a very serious national security threat to the very survival of the U.S. constitutional republic. She has been a fellow traveler of Marxists, communists, Maoists, socialists, progressives, and Chinese communists for over 35 years. President Trump had much more background information on Kamala Harris than we presented here, and he was correct when he accused Kamala Harris of being a communist subverter. If you love your country and want things to get better sooner than later, it is imperative that you do not vote for the communist shill Kamala Harris. Vote responsible, vote Donald Trump for immediate change in the United States of America. Thanks for listening. Until next time, take care.